Mr. President, reserving the right to object, allow me to say things as chairman of the Foreign Relations Committee. I oppose this measure, and like everyone on this floor, we all want the conflict in Gaza to end as quickly as possible. The reality is that Hamas has the ability to do so right now by releasing all the hostages and immediately laying down their weapons. Let me say that again. We can have a ceasefire immediately, but it takes Hamas to do it. Hamas refuses to do so. Hamas has the duty to do this. They started this. The entity that started this needs to end it, and they can end it by simply stopping fighting and releasing the hostages. They refuse to do that and continue constant attacks. They have the duty to start this ceasefire. One of the things that this measure does that I object to vehemently is the fact that it does not underscore the fact that all of this is the fault of Hamas. Every starvation, every injury, every death, every single thing that happens in this conflict is the fault of Hamas. On October 7th, when this invasion by Hamas started, Israel was doing nothing to deserve this. Instead, Hamas invaded the country. They killed 1,200 people. They took 251 hostage. And if that wasn't enough, the torture that they did on that day was horrific. For those of you who haven't seen the film of what they did, I strongly recommend you don't look at it because you won't sleep. It is inhuman what Hamas did to the Israeli people. The Israeli people believe they have to defend themselves and they have to eliminate Hamas. Worse, Hamas has used previous pauses in humanitarian aid convoys to resupply their attacks at the expense of the Palestinian people, to include looting at gunpoint the majority of the trucks that crossed into Gaza. This is pure evil. They show pictures of women and children starving. Those women and children are starving. They're not being starved by Israel. They are being starved by Hamas. The Hamas fighters you will see in the photography are well-fed, well taken care of, and they steal the food that's supposed to go in there and go to the women and children that are not fighting. This resolution fails to even mention this threat from Hamas, much less recognize the terrorism as the root cause of this conflict. Additionally, we should be very cautious against getting ahead of the negotiations of both our president and our democratic ally, Israel, who are working diligently to resolve this conflict. In fact, the administration has worked with Israel to establish a new system of aid distribution that prevents diversions by terrorists. More aid was delivered into Gaza last month than in almost any other month of the past year. There is no blockade. Food is getting in, Hamas is stealing it. And what they steal, they either eat or they sell. This resolution is incomplete, it is misleading, and unfortunately, it is partisan. For these reasons, I object.